Hello and welcome back to Mechanical Mastery. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at automating some of our processes again. We need to get our coal back up and running, as well as getting the first 10 ores that we do have access to automated. I'm going to be doing just simple automation for these, just getting them up and running and hooked into our refined storage system. That way we can request these items and start to expand further along. I also plan on getting our steel production up and running up over here, as well as our basic mechanism stuff, so we don't have to go through this crude creosote oil and coke ovens and blast furnaces and anymore. We can actually just do everything from within here. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. The first thing to get back up and running is going to be our coal automation. I did like the way that we were doing it before, so I am just going to kind of do it the same way, and we should be able to pop the pulverizer on top of here, an EMC link, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to want a few, actually we're going to need a few more drawers, because you get some byproducts with this process here. So let's just make 2 more chests. And then we're going to need a controller. Storage control. Pick a type today. Controller, drawer controller. Redstone comparators. And we have ourselves, oh, we need some diamond. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Actually, we still have our crushing wheels up. Should be able to throw them in here. And there we go. So we got ourselves some diamond, and we will make our storage controllers. So we'll need 1 for right now. Pop this back here. Actually, I may do this just to make it a little bit nicer. We can pop the 3 drawers down, the storage controller, the pulverizer, and the EMC link over here. And this should allow us to pop down back here in these 2 spots and bring our cables over. I believe I do have enough. If not, we can make some more. Let's see. We need to make some cables. We need basic capacitors, and there we go. Let's make some cables, and we need some of our cables from refined storage, and we should be able to tap into some of this stuff over here. So we'll bring power over. Not the prettiest underneath here, but fortunately no one sees underneath the base. We'll take this cable back, and we will run our refined storage line over here as well. There we go. And that should give us this refined storage network connection. And what we're going to want is a external storage. External storage, yeah, this is what we're going to want to make. So we're going to need some destruction cores. We'll make 2 of them for right now. Construction cores, 2 of those as well. And I believe those can be just regular chests. We're going to need some quartz iron and an improved processor, which we do have. So let's get ourselves a chest. Come on. and external storage. We'll grab this here, and we will grab our coal. And this should be able to accept from there. We will have this pull from the left-hand side, auto input, which should start pulling the coal. It will eject to the left-hand side into the controller, and then it will go into the drawer as it starts to produce its items here. I think it only makes 3 things: coal, gravel, and sulfur. We'll see if anything else backs up in here. And what we're going to want to do here is make sure we get the correct cables hooked up. We need the power cables to get into there, and we need the external storage on the back and our refined cable coming up. So if I go in to our system here, we should be able to see coal slowly going up. Should see it go to 113. 115, there you go. So yeah, we are slowly building up coal, and this will fill out those drawers. One thing I always recommend with these is to lock them. Storage. I think it's key. Yeah, there we go. Drawer key. And we'll lock these drawers here to make sure that nothing else can go into them. I'll lock this one and add that in at the end. So now that we have coal automated again, we should be able to move over to our mechanism. So what we're going to want to make is an enrichment factory, or at least an enrichment chamber, which we should be able to make right away. So we'll get our enrichment chamber, and then we're going to want our both of these, the metallurgic infusers. So what I've done is I brought the refined storage cable over here, and we're going to want to start on getting our enrichment chamber. This is going to be making our enriched coal. So we'll bring the coal that we're making over there and bring it over into here, and that's going to split into these 2 metallurgic infusers to make the process for making the iron, which we're going to have in a redstone furnace here, which is going to be brought down. So the iron will be brought down, it will be put into here first, and then it will be brought into here second, and then the output will be put into an acacia drawer right on the top, which we should be able to make real easily. Oops. As I make 11 of those. That's fine, we can always use them. We'll make a few of these. And this will be right on top. So this will be our steel production right there. So we can start setting this up by getting our transmutation tablet. We'll get not uranium, we'll get iron. Starting to come out of this into the top of here. The output will be to the left hand side, in which this machine will be accepting from the right hand side. So input, so that will get there. The left hand side will be input the extra, and then we're going to have the auto eject on and have the eject be to the top. So we should be able to clear out these other ones. None. And output to the top. Base will be nothing. One quick way to make that happen, I should have done that the first time, is hit this button over here. That clears everything. So the bottom is going to be the input here. The left hand side is going to be the extra. The top is going to be the output. We'll put auto eject on. And that should be able to do what we need. I believe we need to get an exporter at fine export. Yeah, exporter. So here we go, exporter, and we should be able to export into here. Take this cable away. So exporter, and this will be put with coal. So coal will go right here, and that should start exporting into the enrichment chamber. And we're going to want to set this machine up as well, so we'll clear all sides. The top is going to be an output. The right hand side is going to be an output. The left hand side is going to be an input. So that should be everything we need. We're going to need a basic mechanical pipe or a logistical transporter. We'll use this, and we will throw this on top of here. Make sure you have your configurator to then set that to pull. And the last thing we should need is our power cables, which we're running low on again. I'm probably going to upgrade over to mechanism for power cables quite soon here. And this should, once this starts making the enriched coal, hopefully round robin into both of these. Rich carbon. And it is not, oh, auto on. There we go. Enrich. Auto export needs to be on, and the carbon will go over into the metallurgic infusers. It is not currently round robining. Maybe once this gets put in here, it will. It may have to fill that buffer up before it will go over to there, which is fine. And this should theoretically produce our steel, so we should be able to get our steel up and running up there. While we were setting that up, I did indeed go ahead and get ourselves some in-bar plates, so we can go ahead and make our EMC links. And we should have enough to make, we're going to need to make some more of the dusts. Finally ran out. There we go. There we go. Exactly as many as we need. So we got to get our redstone furnaces and links here. And we're going to set these up just like this. I'm one. Oh, no, I'm not. Thought I was going to say. Thought I was one short. And we do need to go through each one of these and make sure top is the input, the bottom is the output. So just like this for each one. And while we do this, we can also throw in our EMC links. And the way I'm going to do it is go in value of the EMC. So if we take a look at our tablet here, we should be able to go to raw, iron and tin and bauxite and silver, lead, nickel, uraninite, raw gold, raw osmium, raw zinc, and raw uranium. So for now, we're actually not going to do the uraninite, but so we'll set these all on the EMC links. So one at a time: iron, tin, bauxite, and so on and so forth. And we should start to see these pretty much completing right away, and getting us our stuff, as long as I have the auto input enabled on each one of these. We're going to make one more drawer controller here, as well as external storage, because we're going to hook these all into a controller, and they should be able to see all the one inventory, and we should have access to all this stuff in our storage system. So we'll throw that there. Actually, we're probably gonna have to go underneath, so let's just get this in and pop out our window and go underneath here, and we will get our external storage on, as well as a cable. We'll be able to pop right through here, and that should give us access to all the ores in our storage system here. So if we take a look, we do have bronze. Those are not those, but yeah, we have iron and we have gold, and these should start slowly going up as you just saw there. Oh, I'm just running along here and I am inputting or using some basic universal cables to connect up our machines because the power cables were definitely not cutting it anymore. Our machines over here were definitely taking a hit. The multi-servo press isn't even running at the moment, so we definitely want to make sure we get these all powered up with the basic universal cables. And I'm going to try to use less of them if possible. Just because they're a bit more expensive, we have to use steel for these, which we did just set up, so it isn't too bad, but if we could save some materials, I would like to do that. Alrighty, and with that, our cables are now connected up. We can throw our slab back on top of here, and our machine should be up and running. Yeah, so now we're getting power to all our machines, and that leads me into what I would like to start setting up next. So just throw some of this stuff in here. We'll keep this on us. I started setting this up. We're still working towards it right now. We're going to set up the basic mechanical essence being automated. So we're going to take this essence and bring it over to here to be converted into the second tier and then put in for the EMC gain, because we definitely are running a bit low on supplies here. But in order to make these machines quicker, I've been looking into making this flux linkage amplifier, and that should help us get some of these machines up and running a bit faster. I'll grab the rest of this lead here. And also, I realize we do need to add one more machine into this step here. I recommend doing basic smelting factory. So we're going to need the energized smelter, which we should be able to make. And we'll just upgrade this right in our inventory. And this can actually, I might drop all this stuff once I break this. It's all right. I did not actually, that's good. We'll put that there. So this will accept from the bottom. So this will be an input. And the output will be on the top, and we'll put auto eject on, and this should have auto eject on, and it should allow us to, as long as we give it power. There we go. Take this enriched iron, and that's turning into steel dust, and put it into here. You're going to want to turn auto sort on. And then we'll throw on top of there, since the output's the top, the steel. That way the steel is just being fully made into its final product there. And with a bit of preparation and planning here, I believe we have the way we are going to set up the basic mechanical essence here. So just as a refresher, we are going to need invar and steel, as well as the bronze rods. So to get the steel gears, we're going to have a machine here that's going to pull from the left hand side, and it's going to eject to the bottom, and we're going to put this here. We are going to have our stack limited barrel here. I did place one down before just to kind of test this out. So this will only allow one stack of items into here. That way we can still have a backup of steel being produced into this barrel. So it'll take just enough to make one stack and only keep one stack in stock. So that should make our steel gears. We will need to bring power up over to this machine, like so, and that should start making the gears. Now it's time to look at the other items that we're going to need here. So we're going to need 2 induction smelters to make the bronze and the invar. The bronze and the invar are going to be passed through 2 multi-servo presses. So one will be making the bronze rods, the other one will be making the invar gears, and then on top of that, we're going to place our barrels here. I believe I'm also going to put stack limiters inside of these barrels as well. So we're going to need 2 of them. And that will only, again, keep 1 stack in stock of these types of items. In the middle here, we're going to need to get our mixer. So this is going to be the toughest part of our setup here. So we have our mechanical mixer, and this is going to be placed up here like that, with its basin right there below it. So the basin, we're going to need a water wheel. We'll grab one of these and probably some shafts and cogwheels. That should be okay for now. So the way I was thinking about doing this, down here, we're going to bring refined storage up to give us our supplies for this. And I was thinking about punching either down here and just making a little area for the water wheel to go. So like right here, because you can place these this way. We need to expand this just a little bit. That should do. We should be able to place this block here because we'll need to bring refined up one way. And since we're in a version to create that it doesn't really matter which way, it shouldn't really matter which way you place the water. We should be able to place it there and let it run that way. So let's grab ourselves a bucket of water, and we will see if we can get this spinning in the correct way. There we go. And now we're going to need to bring this up with a shaft, and we're going to need to gear it up. So we're going to need a large cogwheel, as well as those smaller cogwheels. So let's see if we can bring this up maybe to here, and possibly one more. Throw that there. Actually, we'll have to go kind of like this. This will have to go where can we put this? And after a bunch of create tomfoolery, I was able to set this up actually to make this blue tiles here. So I'll go grab some of those from our inventory. But what I did here was I got a shaft coming up, going to a large cogwheel, small cogwheel, large cogwheel, small cogwheel into the mixer. I had to make this look a little funky over here. For right now, I plan on decorating this area, making it like part of the wall, kind of bumping the wall out a little bit, and we'll see how my design comes to how it comes out, I guess. So I moved these over here, and we're going to get started with some storage exporter. So not the ME, the exporter. So we're gonna need some construction cores. We'll make 2 of those. We'll just make one of the, I think actually we have a bunch of those still. We do. So exporters. We're gonna set these up on this side. So this one has the rod die. So this is gonna be the bronze rod. So we're gonna be looking at the bronze recipe. So if we look at bronze ingot here, we look at the induction smelter recipe. We have copper and tin. So what I'll do here is copper ingots we will put in, and tin ingots. And make sure we're using, I believe the mechanism one is the one that it requires. And this one is going to be our gear working die. So it is going to be making Invar, which is nickel and iron. So we will get those in there here as well. Iron and nickel. We should be able to grab some cables. I'm not sure how many more we have left. And we'll just run the line into our system here. This is the one perk of refined storage, is the lack of needing channels. It is definitely a bit easier to maneuver as opposed to AE, which has channels and these smart cables and all sorts of different types of cables to be using. In this pack, refined storage offers us just the simple and easy configurations of our network here. So we also need to configure the machines. If you hold shift, you can clear all these. The back is going to be input. The top is going to be output. We'll do the same thing on this side. So back input, top output. Make sure auto is on both. We should have nickel. Maybe this is the wrong nickel. I believe we're making this one the thermal series one. That is correct. So there we go. We got bronze and we got invar being made. This machine will accept on the bottom and output on the top, making sure auto is on both of them. Oops. And what I've done here is I put stack limiters in this as well, and we can run these basic universal cables. Ooh, it's going to look a little bit funny, but we can run them actually right through here in the center. Finally, we need to get all these materials into this basin here. So what I'm going to want to do is probably just make one automatically. Two of these. So we'll throw our bronze rods, our steel gear, our invar gear. We will grab one of these, and we should be able to get that started up, because I'm going to want to put that as a filter on this basin, so it does not pull out these items. It will only put in the items we need. So hopefully this doesn't be a problem. Actually lets me place them like right through it. It's actually kind of nice. So that should be able to pull the gears into here, and then this should be able to pull the rods and other gears into here. And now we need to get this over here as well. So we really just need to connect it into I may just run it along top, which will actually kind of look cool. We'll see our basic mechanical essences running along top here, and it will get pulled out of the top. Some gear. So we need our configurator over on this to start pulling the gears. Configurator over on this to start pulling the bronze rods, and the aluminum or invar gears, and hopefully, oh, actually, we don't need this pressing anymore. We can take this multi-servo press, and we can take this cable actually. Ooh. Help if I stood on the ground. It does take a while to break things when you're flying. So we'll put those there. We'll put the configurator. So, oops. There we go. Items. Again, I keep switching out of the modes. And we'll have this at the pull. We need the basic mechanical essence to be going in there. So we'll grab all this stuff out. We will learn this because we're desperately low on EMC, so that will help us out real quick. And hopefully, once I grab it one more time, because we got this extra copper rod in there, this should start spin it up once it has everything. As bronze rod, steel gears, it's waiting for invar. Just waiting for iron to make invar. I should be able to throw these directly in there. There we go. And that will start making the regular mechanical essence, which should be able to be pulled out with a pipe. And what I would like to do, probably, where do I want to put it? Because we're going to need to pull it and press it. Kind of messes with my design here. I guess we could throw the multi-servo press right here. We'll just put it right in front. Just for now, because we are going to eventually move on to the next tier here. So we'll put the multi-servo press. The input will be from the bottom. The output will be from the top. And now we're making regular mechanical essence, and we can put our EMC link on top of here. And I'm gonna have to set this to this, and it should go into there, and we should start getting the regular mechanical essence, which we are. So I've been letting this run for a few minutes, and it looks like our bottleneck is actually our steel production. So we're going to want to make some basic tier installers. We're only going to need 2 of them right now because we are going to upgrade our metallurgic infusers. Oops, I forgot you could even pick up in this mod. So yeah, if you were wondering, you could pick up machines by holding shift and right clicking, and you can place them back down. But this will give us 3 slots here. We'll put auto sort on, and this should hopefully up our gear input. That way we can hopefully get this up and running. I may help this along too by giving it some iron. That we are wrapping up this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying, and we are on our way to really getting everything automated here to move us along into the next parts of the quest book. If we take a look at the quests, we're actually quite a bit through this tree here, and it's almost time to start looking at this advanced mechanical essence, which is going to be requiring refined fuel and quite a bit of other things. We need to get into elite control circuits and move our way through mechanism. We also need to superheat the blaze burners. So most likely going to have to expand on our whole create area here, maybe get a redesign going, possibly using some steam engines. If there is anything you guys would like to see, just leave a comment down below. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks, guys. Bye.